Good afternoon and welcome to our yoga class. My name is Rachel and I will be your instructor today. If you haven't already, I invite you to join me in easy pose with your hands on your knees, palms up, ready to receive all the universe has to offer us. If you like, you can sit on a cushion or a mat if that's most comfortable for you. And feel free to cross your legs at your ankles, your shins. You can even tuck your foot inside your inner thigh. Go ahead and tilt that pelvis forward, lift through the chest to keep the spine long. As we start to bring our attention to our breathing, letting the air flow naturally in and out through our nose. I invite you to close your eyes or lower your gaze, whatever feels best for you, and allow yourself to be present in this time and space. Today we will be focusing in on our root chakra. It's our base. It's located at the base of our spine, in our pelvic floor and the first three vertebrae. It's how we ground ourselves and find balance and contentment, even when the world around us might seem a little challenging or even a bit chaotic. Our asanas today will focus on stimulating that root chakra. And as we move throughout the practice, I invite you to modify as you need to for your body and use whatever props you like to get the most out of today's practice. We will close with a 5 to 6 minute savasana to find stillness, relax our bodies, and reflect on what we've accomplished today. Let's take a moment and set our intention for today's class. Think of any area of your life where you may be feeling out of alignment, maybe even feeling a little stuck or disconnected, and decide how you want today's practice to impact those areas. Are we ready to begin? I invite you to rest your right hand on your chest and your left hand on your belly. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Hold it and exhale through your nose. As you take that next inhale in, feel your hands spread and expand as your belly expands and your chest lifts. And exhale, letting your belly sink in towards your spine and your chest lower. Let's take one more deep breath in, this time pulling in all the positive energy around us. Deep breath in. Hold on to all that goodness. Exhale and release any negativity that you might be holding on to. Any of that chaos, inner turmoil that may be going on. Let's release that. Let your eyes flutter open and your hands come to your side. Swing your legs underneath you into a tabletop position. I'm going to be facing towards the side for most of today's class so that you have a better view of what I'm doing, but feel free to face dead on if that feels best for you. We want to bring your hands underneath your shoulders, your knees underneath your hips, and we're going to start with a cat-cow. So press those palms into the floor, tuck your chin, send that spine up towards the ceiling. And when you get to the top of that move and feel like you can't go any further, give those glutes a squeeze and really feel that upper back open up. Let's reverse that. Untuck your pelvis, lift up towards the mat. Reverse it. By grounding through our hands and knees. A couple of breaths here as we squeeze our glutes. Exhale and release back down, dropping the belly towards the mat, lifting the chest and the chin. To find that tabletop position again, coming into a neutral position, keeping that spine nice and long. On your next inhale, extend your back leg, bringing that heel in line with your glute. Inhale and extend the opposite arm forward, so that you've got a straight line from your wrist to your heel. Take a couple of deep breaths here. As you exhale, I want you to draw your knee and your elbow towards one another in the center of your body and round through your back. Inhale and extend back out. Exhale, pull it in. Inhale and extend. Exhale, release that hand and leg to the floor. Recenter yourself. And let's take that to the other side. Inhale, extend the heel out. Contracting your quad to keep that leg nice and level. Inhale, extend the opposite hand. And take a couple of breaths here. On your next elbow and knee together underneath your body. Inhale and extend out. Once more, exhale, bring it in. Inhale, extend out. Try to keep those hips square to the floor. And our knee back underneath us, finding that tabletop position. On your next inhale, I want you to step back into a plank position with your feet hip-width apart. Roll those shoulders back. Tuck your pelvis. You want a straight line from your shoulder through your hips to your heels. Exhale, push back into down dog. Head come between your shoulders as you send your tailbone to the sky. And right here, take 2 deep tailbone breaths. your next inhale, come back into that plank position. Pushing through the floor, keeping that back open. Exhale back to down dog. And drive your palms into the mat. Inhale, come into that plank position. Exhale, shift forward slightly and lower all the way down to the mat. Let the tops of your feet come onto the mat. Relax your forehead. Get a little relief in the shoulders as we rest on the mat. Focus back in on your breathing. Bring your hands right up underneath your shoulders, and on your next inhale, I want you to push away from the floor into extended cobra. We're lifting through the chest. Excuse me. Chin is up. Slight compression in the lower back. And hold this for a couple of breaths. Exhale, lower down to the mat. Inhale, extend back up. Make sure you're pressing those shoulders down away from your ears. You can stay here, or if you like, lift up through the thighs and bring the knees off the ground for up dog. From here, I want you to curl your toes under. Exhale and push back in. Go ahead and bicycle your legs. Feel that stretch down your calf muscles. Exhale, push the heels towards the mat. Hold that down dog for a couple of breaths. Now bring your eye gaze forward and step your preparing for crescent lunge. So our hands are underneath our shoulders, we're up on our fingertips. If you like, you can grab your blocks and bring them to either side of your foot and hold here. You want to push those hips down towards the mat. And on your next inhale, lift the arms overhead and lift your chest, centering off to the front. Hold this for a couple of breaths. Rounding through that heel, keeping those toes under. Exhale, return your hands to the mat or the block. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, up to down dog. Recenter yourself. Check in with your breathing. Lift that eye gaze. Inhale, step forward. And same thing, you can use your blocks if you like. Opening up through the hips. You can also drop that extended knee if it feels better for you. We're going to inhale and lift through the chest, bringing those arms overhead and pushing our shoulders down. Knee down or up, whatever feels best for you. Exhale, bring those hands back to the mat. Inhale, step back to plank. Push into down dog. Inhale, find your plank position. Exhale, shift forward.
On your next exhale, I want you to step or hop forward for garland. That's our low squat. Your choice, step or hop to garland. And I'll turn to face you so that you can see that position. Letting those hips sink low to the mat. Pushing the knees towards the outside of the body. We're going to take this time to really tune in to the earth beneath us, to really ground ourselves. If it gets to be too much to you in your thighs or in your hip flexors, you can always lift up a little bit before coming back down. On your next exhale, I want you to bring your hands to the mat, straighten your legs, sending the hips up into that half forward fold. You can rest your hands on your shins. Keep that spine nice and long. Feel that power through the top of your head, extending out. Bring your hands to your hips. Inhale and stand all the way up nice and tall. Step your feet together so that your big toes touch. Let your arms relax by your side. Pull your knees up. Contract your quads, lift the chest. Chin straight ahead for mountain pose. Feel the earth beneath you. Feel yourself presenting firm and tall, strong in who you are. Finding that balance that lives within you. On your next inhale, bring those hands up overhead, palms together. Down away from your ears. Take 2 empowering breaths in through the nose. Let it travel all the way the length of your body. And on your next exhale, fall forward, keeping that spine. Letting your hands come to the outside of your body as you hinge from your hips. You can bend your knees slightly, rest your hands on your ankles if that feels best for you. But I want you to just let your arms and your head hang into our forward bend. Take 2 deep tailbone breaths. Feel that belly expand and push you away from your thighs. On your next exhale, bring those palms to the mat and either jump or step back into plank as you inhale. Check in with your body. Make sure those shoulders are over your wrists. We've got that straight line, keeping the spine long. Imagine you're lying on top of a
on top of a surfboard, so nice and flat. Inhale, shift forward about an inch and lower all the way down to the mat,
resting your belly and head on the mat. Bring those hands up by your shoulders. Inhale, extend to cobra.
Tuck those toes under. Exhale, down dog. You want to make that body a V shape.
Let your biceps whisper in your ear as you take 2 deep breaths as we hold this position. Inhale, find plank.
And on your next exhale, bring that back leg into a low lunge. This time as we rotate, we're going to rotate away from our knee.
You can use the block or hand. Back heel drop
And open to the front for a low triangle.
Turn those toes so that they face forward
Or up towards the top of the mat. Stacking your wrists over your shoulder. Let the body sink into that pose. And when you're ready, grounding through your heels, pushing through the front leg, start to straighten that leg and let the back of your palm find your shin. Excuse me. If you like, you can keep a bend in that leg. You can also let your elbow rest on your thigh. Try to keep that chest open to knee. Hold this for 2 deep breaths.
On your next inhale, bring those arms into a T position. Roll your shoulders back and let the knee bend in the front, stacking it right over your heel, your ankle. You can adjust that back leg as necessary if you need to draw it in a little bit more. And do turn that big toe so that it's facing up towards the top corner of your mat. Let the eyes gaze out past your fingertips as we keep those arms steady. If it starts to feel like too much in your shoulders, you can bring those hands to heart center or to your hips. I apologize, I have a cold. So here or here. On your next exhale, I want you to windmill your arms down, back to the mat as we step back into down dog. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, bring those arms down, step back, down dog. Inhale, find plank. Exhale, shift forward and lower all the way down to the mat. Feel that relief for the rest. Position your hands to prepare for cobra. Inhale, extend.
Breathe, light me up and breathe, light me up.
Lift the chin.
Breathe,
Hold that pose.
Light me up.
Curl your toes under.
Breathe.
Exhale, down dog.
Light me up.
Drive those heels towards the mat.
Light me up.
Wrap your shoulders around.
Breathe. Light me up. Breathe.
Let your eye gaze come forward. Bring that opposite leg front.
And breathe.
And if you want, we're gonna put that block on the inside of your leg. Rotate. Bringing the back heel down, extending the arm up overhead for low triangle. Again, you want your knee to be stacked right over your ankle. You need to pull up some to get a little relief, that's fine. We're gonna do what works for you and your body. Prop or no prop, do what works for you and your practice. Take 2 deep breaths here. And when you're ready, start to straighten that front knee. Letting the back of your head touch that calf or your shin. Remembering your option here, keeping a bend in the knee, resting the elbow if you like, or fully straightened. Also feel free to look up at your hands or to keep that gaze straight, whatever feels best for you. Beautiful. Take a couple deep breaths.
Light me up.
Come up to that T position. Adjust your stance as necessary.
And breathe.
Your tips towards the opposite walls. And then push down towards the front, stacking that knee over your ankle. And turning your extended leg, the toes to the top corner of that mat.
Breathe. Light me up.
Remember, you can always bring your hands to heart center or let them rest on your hips if you start to feel too much tension across your shoulders.
Light me up. And breathe. Light
Take
me up.
2 deep breaths here.
Breathe. Light me up. And breathe. Light me up. Breathe.
On your next exhale, windmill those arms down back to plank into down dog.
Light me up.
Deep breath in
Breathe.
and exhale.
Light me up. And breathe. Light me up.
Take a moment to focus in on your breathing,
Breathe.
sending that air all the way down your spine, through your tailbone, pushing away from the floor. Inhale to plank. Exhale, shift forward, come all the way down to the mat. Place your palms down. Inhale, extend to cobra. Curl. Dog. On your next exhale, step forward or hop forward for garland. Take that deep tailbone breath. And garland. I'll turn to face you again. Keeping those hips nice and low.
the earth beneath you. Feel yourself start to recenter. Keep that chest lifted for me. And again, if it gets to be too much in the hips, we can always lift up out of that squat zone. Bring your palms to the mat. Inhale, lift the hips. Come up into that half fold. Let your hands rest on your shins or wherever is most comfortable for you. Keeping that spine nice and long. Inhale and come right back up to full standing. Step your legs together. Bring those big toes to one another. Letting your palms rest by your side. Draw your kneecaps away from the floor. Squeeze those quads. Lift through the chest. And keep your chin proud for mountain pose. Feel your center. Feel that grounding beneath your feet. Feel the strength that you have inside of you. As we take our deep breaths right here in through the nose and out through the nose. Feel yourself standing proud and tall. Shift your weight into your right leg. Turn the left knee out towards the side and lift the sole of your foot to your calf or your inner thigh if that feels best for you. If you wobble, that's okay. Reset yourself. We just want to stay away from the knee. So here or lower, wherever you can stabilize yourself. Inhale, bring those arms overhead for tree. Thinking about our oneness with the earth, with the environment around us, grounding ourselves in this moment. Find a point to fix your gaze to help with your balance. And take a couple of deep breaths as you hold that pose. Exhale and release back to the mat. Recenter yourself. Shift that weight into your left leg. Turn your right knee to the outside and bring that foot to your calf or thigh, wherever feels most comfortable for you. Ground through your toes, find that balance. Try to keep your hips square to the front. Inhale and extend those arms overhead. Push those shoulders down away from your ears. No shoulder earrings today. Push those shoulder blades down into your back pockets. And take 2 deep breaths. Lengthen through your spine. Exhale and release into mountain pose. Relax your shoulders. Feel the earth beneath you. Feel that energy rise through your body, all the way through the crown of your head. On your next exhale, start to send your hips towards the rear. Bring your hands in front. Sit back for chair pose. Try to keep your tailbone tucked under. So as our arms come out and we extend, be careful that we're not arching the back. Tuck it under and only come down as low as comfortable for you. Take 2 deep breaths here, holding that pose. And if you like, you can bring the arms here if that's too much pressure on that shoulder. You should still be able to wiggle your toes. So evenly distribute that weight throughout your foot, grounding through the heels. Inhale to standing. Exhale, release those arms. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Arms forward. Let your hands rest on the mat beside you or beside your feet. Bringing that chest towards your thighs. And as always, you can keep a bend in the knees. Only straighten them as much as it feels good for you. Exhale, bring those palms to the mat, step back or hop back to plank. Exhale, shift your weight forward, come all the way down to the mat. Let your forehead rest. Inhale, push away for cobra. Curl those toes under, exhale, down dog. Exhale, lift your eyes forward, bring that front leg in, and we're gonna rotate in that low lunge once again. Pushing those hips towards the floor. Exhale, bring that hand down. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, down dog. Eyes come forward. Exhale, step the opposite leg front. Rotate and reach. Your option, of course, is always to drop that knee to the mat. Try to bring that arm up to 12 o'clock. Exhale and release. Inhale, step back to plank. Exhale, down dog. Take a couple of tailbone breaths here. Inhale to plank. Exhale, shift forward, lower all the way down to the mat.
Take a moment to check in with your body. Place those palms underneath your shoulders. Inhale, lift to cobra. Curl those toes under, exhale, down dog. Exhale, step that leg in between your hands. Come into that low lunge. Shift into crescent. Arms come up to the sky. Chest is forward. Hips are forward as well. You can always bring your hands to heart center or drop that back knee. Take the option that helps you get the most out of today's practice. I'm gonna hold here for a few breaths. Exhale, bring those hands to the mat, step back, down dog. And then next exhale, step forward. Low lunge, come up for crescent. Remember, you can always drop the knee if it gets to be too much in the hip flexors. But we're lifting arms up overhead. Two deep breaths. Exhale, bring those hands to the mat. Step back to plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, shift to plank. Exhale, rock front and lower all the way down. Check in with your breathing. Bring the hands beneath the shoulders. Inhale, extend. Lift that chest. Chin forward. Press the palms into the mat. Curl your toes under. Exhale, down dog. For one last time. Step or hop into garland on your next exhale. One last time, grounding ourselves in this space, coming close to the earth. Take 2 more deep breaths. Exhale, palms to the mat, send the hips up. Lifting from the hips, come into that forward, half forward fold. Bring those hands to your hips, keeping the spine long, stand all the way up on your next inhale. Bringing those feet together. Once more for mountain pose.
Shift that weight onto your right leg. Turn the left knee to the outside. Bring the sole of your foot to your calf or your inner thigh. Inhale, bring the hands overhead, standing tall as a tree. Find that point in front of you. It's going to help you keep from wobbling. Center yourself in this pose. Grounding through your leg. Stabilizing through your hip, your ankle, and your knee. Exhale and release. Shift the weight into the opposite leg. Turn that knee to the outside, shoulders down. Bring your foot back up onto your leg. Once you have found your balance, inhale and extend those arms overhead. Gaze out in front of you. Find that spot. If you wobble, it's okay. Reset. 2 deep breaths. Exhale and release. Back to mountain pose. Find your balance within. Steady your breath. Inhale, take those arms overhead. Push those shoulders down away from your ears. Keep the collarbone open. Squeeze those shoulder blades together to open through that chest. On your next exhale, keeping the spine long, hinge from your hips and bring your chest towards your thighs. Excuse me. Hands rest next to the sides of your feet or on your ankles. Let your head hang and take exhale, bring those palms to the mat. Inhale and step or jump back to plank. Exhale to down dog. Go ahead and bicycle those feet. The mat to plank. Exhale, shift forward, lower all the way down. Take a moment to check in with your breathing, to check
beautiful. Exhale, bend the knees, let them drop down to the mat. And then send your tailbone towards your heel. Palms spread for child's pose. If you like, you can rest your head on a block or on the backs of your hands, here, or on top of your fists. Whatever's gonna feel best for you. With each breath, let your body sink lower into the pose. Those knees can be hip width apart or a little bit wider if you would like to relax your body in between. Go ahead and let the elbows fall to the mat. Push your underarms towards the floor as your body melts into the ground beneath you. Feel the air travel in through your nose, down through your chest, and into your tail. Feel that release into the shoulders. Your next inhale, rise to a seated position, letting your knees come back on your heels and lifting your chest. And swing those legs around up underneath you as we transition into Savasana. Again, I invite you to find a resting form that honors your body, whether that's sitting up cross-legged or lying back. For traditional Savasana, with your knees bent, and start to lower your body onto the mat. Lie back gently. Let your feet open to the outside, and your hands rest next to your body with your palms up. I invite you to close your eyes or let your gaze become heavy. Take a moment to still yourself, to just naturally breathe in and out of your nose. With each breath, let your body sink lower into the mat or lower into your relaxed pose. Release the tension that you may be holding in your body. Let it fall away.
wrapping around your hamstrings, your thighs, and your quads, your upper legs, even into your glutes, and especially around your lower back and your abdomen, up through your chest, around your shoulders, down your arms, even to your fingertips. Send it back up through your spine, around your neck, and into your face, even to your cheeks, your jawline, your eyebrows. If you're furrowing your eyebrows, relax your face. Let your tongue fall from the roof of your mouth. Any tension you're carrying, even up to the top of your head, take a deep cleansing breath in. Hold it. Exhale and release all of that into the mat. When you're ready, if you're lying down, roll over onto your side and come back into a seated position, back into our easy pose, how we started, with your hands resting on your knees, palms facing up. Feel free to keep your gaze heavy or your eyes closed. Holding on to these last moments in this space with us together. As you go throughout the rest of your day and your weekend, I hope that you are able to cultivate balance and contentment in your life. I hope that you're able to embrace the moments of joy you find around you, and that the happiness, the joy, the positivity that you put out into the world comes back to you 100-fold. Namaste. Thank you for joining me today.